So another one for you. What is your strategy to onboard developers to get familiar and to start building on Hypergraph? Will there be any requirements to build on Hypergraph like Polkadot, where the board decides which projects to launch on the network?
No, not at all. I mean, fuck no. Fuck no. I didn't even know they were doing that. Fuck that.
I didn't either. Yeah, I agree.
Oh my God. We are so not doing that. We're finding ways for you to launch tokens without even fundraising just by providing resources. Like, don't you even worry. Hell no. Sorry, really quickly. What was the question? I'm reading it again right now. So what's the plan to actually get folks to, try and adopt this stuff? So yeah, totally. I was actually talking about this in a meeting before. The first couple of years of Constellation was really actually focused on just proving out, this technology and building a proof of concept. We have mainnet. We know that this stuff works. And, that was an amazing accomplishment and achievement. And now the real focus is on how can we take this and actually, integrate this technology in a seamless way with all the other tools and technologies that we use when we're building, some type of a backend or some type of a blockchain product. I just to add a little context, I think one thing that really made everything in like 2018 or like the whole Ethereum kind of fundraising movement and just the whole ecosystem was the potential to, or rather just the interest, the organic interest of individuals to actually just want to use this tech to build cool shit. I think sort of a complication arose in getting this technology approved from kind of like the enterprise level or like the boss level when you're working at a company. When we're working on sort of deep technologies that, are often open source just due to, their academic nature, like a Spark or some big data technologies would actually made, this entire industry of what we call big data, where people who actually found it really interesting to massively parallelize operations using this new, method of programming. So it was actually kind of like this grassroots movement of individuals finding new ways of solving, seemingly difficult problems in just a new, interesting, fun way. And so, our goal is to actually try to recreate that. So we're launching a pretty hardcore, dev evangelism movement next year. I've actually been sort of getting everybody ready for that in the last couple of months, just showing some examples of different projects. I'm working with Frank Fox, who is phenomenal. Sort of putting that together, and also has a lot of experience, with community team building on the Ethereum side. So next year we have a big dev evangelism push, and the goal is to try and make it very simple to just launch simple, products, or just, like a little proof of concept of something you find interesting. We want it to be as simple as launching a Spark context or just deploying an Ethereum smart contract. And what you're actually getting is your own, custom base layer technology with cross-chain liquidity capabilities.
Love it. Yeah, I'm going to add on to that just real quick that Constellation is an infrastructure company, and we're not in the business of deploying projects internally. To Wyatt's point, our goal here is to offer anybody can build, whatever they'd like. Of course, that's appropriate on top of Hypergraph. That said, right now we have a lot of inbound projects coming to us saying, hey, we want this validated and whatnot. And we're using those as early ways to build out the appropriate playbook so that anybody can just grab and go. That said, I'm sure we'll probably structure some way to get to the core team to work on a project through some sort of a finance thing. Hey, you want to pay us for us to focus on this? Great. Otherwise, take the kind of self-serve stuff and go for it, and go forth in profit. So that's the goal. Again, a big shout out to Wyatt. That's a big difference between our project, is that it's making it as easy as possible and baking in as much of the function into the protocol so that you can just utilize the capabilities without spending your time working on building it out. Is that pretty accurate there, Wyatt?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's, the real success of projects like ours, and, to point to other ones like Spark or Ethereum, is just having that network effect of, having so much power in a tool that makes something that was seemingly really difficult, much, much easier now. It just opens up a world of possibilities, and just enabling new creative projects is kind of like the core to how all of us will, grow our various parts of enterprise or whatever we're doing. our different projects. But yeah, I mean, we're launching a bunch of projects too. So yeah, we're just going to keep adding to the whole ecosystem and yeah, watch it grow.
Yeah, I've personally got 2 moonlighting projects I'm working on that align with Hypergraph that are going to utilize the technology, because why not? We got this dope protocol we're working with. So